Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following MLB match that is happening on Saturday, July 29, 2023. We will be providing our team, total and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. Our Patreon is a way for you to support our channel and help us improve our content. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comments section below. New York Yankees vs Baltimore Orioles. The New York Yankees have had solid performances on the mound this season. New York is 9th in team ERA at 3.89, while 8th in WHIP at 1.25. New York's starting rotation has had only 30 quality starts, which is 24th, but the pitching staff is holding opposing hitters to an average of .233, which is third best in baseball. Jarrett Cole is leading New York in victories with 9 and in strikeouts with 144. New York will hand the ball to Clarke Schmidt on Saturday. This season, the right-hander is 6'6" with an ERA of 4.33 and 97 strikeouts at the plate. New York is next to last in team batting average at .230, 26th in on-base percentage with .302 and 18th in slugging percentage at .404. New York has scored 446 runs, which is 21st. The Yankees will get much-needed help in the lineup on Friday, as Aaron Judge, who has a team-leading 19 home runs and 40 RBI, was reactivated Friday after sitting out with an injured toe since June 3. Although Judge has played just 50 of New York's 103 games, he leads the team in home runs. Gleyber Torres is second in home runs with 16 and the leader in RBI with 43. However, as the trade deadline looms on August 1, you have to wonder if the last-place Yankees will be buyers or sellers. The Baltimore Orioles are leading the American League East, but if they want to make a deep run into the postseason, they must perform better on the mound. Baltimore is 16th in ERA at 4.19 and 19th in WHIP at 1.30. Baltimore's starting rotation has 40 quality starts, which is 10th, and the pitching staff is allowing an average .250 at the plate, which is 20th. Dean Kremer is leading Baltimore in victories with 10, and Tyler Wells is the leader in strikeouts with 110. Tyler Wells will get the nod on the mound Saturday for Baltimore. This season, the right-hander is 7'5" with an ERA of 3.65 and 110 strikeouts. New York has lost 2 of the 3 games that Clarke Schmidt has pitched against Baltimore this season, and the right-hander versus the Orioles has allowed 8 earned runs in just 13 innings versus the Birds. Baltimore has also lost 2 or 3 games that Tyler Wells has started against New York, with the most recent being on July 3 when the Orioles were defeated 6-3. The advantage in this game, therefore, goes to the Yankees, as they will have their best slugger back in the lineup. Aaron Judge was reactivated Friday, and his 19 home runs lead the Yankees, even though he's played just 49 of 102 games this season. The emotional lift the Yankees will get from Judge being in the lineup might not remain long, but long enough for the Yankees to win on Saturday. New York has won 4 of its last 5. Our team pick is Yankees money line. And our total pick is over. Tampa Bay Rays vs Houston Astros. The Rays are having a great season, but their recent skid has them fighting for a wild card spot after they looked poised to cruise to the division title a few weeks back. Taj Bradley will start the upcoming game, and he hopes to improve on a rough season as he has allowed 45 runs in 71.1 innings pitched. In addition, with a .423 expected opponent slugging percentage, a 46.9 hard hit percentage, and a 4.20 expected ERA, opponents are making hard contact and crushing pitches against Bradley to easily drive in runs. The Astros are having a great season and look to make a push in the division in the upcoming months. Hunter Brown will start the upcoming game, and he hopes to build off a strong year on the mound as he's allowed only 53 runs in 105.1 innings pitched while tossing 122 strikeouts. Additionally, with a .381 expected opponent slugging percentage, a 27.5 strikeout percentage, and a 3.95 expected ERA, opponents are making weak contact and struggling to drive in runs against Brown this year. This is going to be a great game between 2 of the best teams in the American League. The Rays look to pull off the upset, but the Astros have been playing great across the board and look to control this game from the first inning. The Astros, who average 4.70 runs per game, should drive in runs at will with Yordan Alvarez, Kyle Tucker, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact and powering the ball against the Rays pitchers to easily plate base runners. The Astros should limit the Rays lineup with Hunter Brown stepping up and pitching multiple scoreless innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with a comfortable lead. The Astros should win the game with a strong performance at home. Take the Astros money line as home favorites. Brown has stepped up, but the lineup has carried the Astros, scoring 4.70 runs per game, with 5.58 runs per game in the second half of the season. Yordan Alvarez is slashing .279, .394, .593 with 17 home runs and 121 total bases, while Kyle Tucker is slashing .304, .387, .521 with 18 home runs and 190 total bases, but the rest of the lineup has stepped up as well. Chas McCormick is slashing .278, .367, .523 with 13 home runs and 113 total bases, while Alex Bregman and Yainer Diaz have added 29 home runs and 273 total bases to add depth to the lineup, making the Astros tough to stop at the plate. Our total pick is over. Seattle Mariners vs Arizona Diamondbacks. The Seattle Mariners have been struggling a bit offensively as a team as they are 22nd in baseball with a .708 ops while scoring 4.54 runs per game right now. They have been hitting well on the road this year as they have a .711 team ops while averaging 4.69 runs in their 48 road games thus far. Shortstop JP France has been doing decently well as he has a .261, .368, .399 line with 8 homers, 35 RBIs, 53 runs scored, and a stolen base without being caught. The Arizona Diamondbacks have been doing incredibly well this year as they are currently 8th in MLB with a .759 team ops while averaging 4.96 runs per game. They have been doing very well inside of Chase Field as in 53 home games, they have a team slash line of .264, .331, .439 while scoring 4.55 runs per game. Second baseman Ketel Marte has been doing extremely well as he has a .885 ops with 17 home runs, 55 RBIs, 70 runs scored, and 6 steals on 8 tries. The starting pitchers in this game are very different. Bryan Woo has been solid in his last 7 starts with an ERA of 3.86 and a whip of 1.07. Brandon Pfaadt, on the other hand, has been struggling with an ERA of 8.84 and a whip of 1.64. The offenses for both teams are also different. The Mariners have been averaging 5.83 runs in their last 6 games, while the Diamondbacks have been averaging 4.5 runs in their previous 6 games. Based on these factors, I believe that the Seattle Mariners are the better team and will win this game on the road. These bullpens show that there can be a few late-inning runs scored as the Mariners are 5th in the sport as they are pitching a 3.71 reliever ERA, while the Diamondbacks are 23rd in the majors with a 4.57 bullpen ERA right now. Both teams have been average in terms of their abilities with runners in scoring position as Seattle is 17th with a .736 team ops, while Arizona is 14th with a .757 team ops up to this point. Go with over 9.5 runs in this game as it seems to be the best option. Milwaukee Brewers vs Atlanta Braves. The Milwaukee Brewers have been brutal at the plate this season as they are 26th in the majors with a .687 ops while scoring 4.11 runs per game up to this point. They have been aggressive on the bases this year as they are 8th in baseball with 84 stolen bases right now. Catcher William Contreras has been doing pretty well at the plate as he has a .779 ops with 10 homers, 38 RBI, 42 runs scored, and a stolen base on 2 attempts. The starting pitchers in this game have had similar results in their last 7 starts. Julio Teheran has a 4.69 ERA and a 1.09 whip, while Bryce Elder has a 4.54 ERA and a 1.33 whip. However, the pitching staffs for both teams have been very different since the All-Star break. The Milwaukee Brewers have a 2.36 team ERA in 12 games since the break, while the Atlanta Braves have a 5.25 team ERA in 11 games. Based on these factors, I believe that the Milwaukee Brewers are the better team and will cover the run line in this game. When looking at these pitchers throughout the month of July, they have been struggling as Julio Teheran is 0-1 with a 5.94 ERA and a .275 opposing batting average in 3 starts, while Bryce Elder is 1-1 with a 7.71 ERA and a .308 batting average against in 4 starts so far. Looking at the offenses throughout the last few weeks, they have been scoring pretty well as Milwaukee is scoring 3.25 runs in their last 12 games, while Atlanta is averaging 5 runs in their previous 11 games. All in all, go with over 9.5 runs in this game.